Mic check 1, 2. We got visuals. Is my whiteness showing up? Thai Sight Shadow Games Report. Part 10 of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot today. And I'm going to make sure I get this damn cover off the screen before I get too far into this. Because we all know that I'll forget if I don't. Alright. And I need to switch this back out to Dragon Ball Z. Because I keep forgetting to do that before I start the show. And is there anything else? Oh, there's one more thing. One more thing. How's everybody doing this morning? Kakarot. Such an interesting name. Is that a real Japanese name? Ooh, whoa, buddy. We gotta clean up this connection. Give me just a second, y'all. Okay. Hopefully that will reset things. And if it doesn't, well, we'll still be okay. Can you do your thingy? Do your jig? Go ahead. It's doing everything it can to not want to listen to me. We're not going to have that around here because this is my show. It's my show. Everything needs to listen, including my technology. Okay? I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm actually not kidding. Well, what's the guy's name in Dragon Ball Z, Mr. Popo? I saw Mr. Popo driving by this morning. Different Popo, though. Wasn't for me, hopefully. Just doing some early morning patrolling. You'd think that they would do a lot of late night patrolling, but it doesn't seem like that happens as much anymore. There's screen for now. I might be holding up my connection a little bit, but it looks like it's starting to stabilize. Hopefully. 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 It looks like it's getting back up there again. Alright, let's get into this news, y'all. Is it even gonna work this morning? Yeah, everything's been weird the past few days. My internet literally went out for hours yesterday after streaming. I mean, I got most of what I wanted done, but all of a sudden it just started being spotty, and then just eventually just went out altogether. So I don't know who blew up who. I don't know who blew up the Nord Stream pipeline, but I know who blew up my internet pipeline. It was anyone but me. Just kidding. Alrighty. What are we doing today? I did post some things last night. I guess I'll squeeze those in real quick before I get too deep into anything else. Trump announces he wants to get rid of taxes on Social Security checks. That was from yesterday. He just won the senior vote. Seniors should not pay tax on Social Security. It's like, yeah, I'm sure you're probably gonna get rid of the IRS too. If you're a good president, you would. How about you make government officials pay taxes and everybody else doesn't? That'll make the worthless spending go away. Does anyone actually trust this guy's opinion? Talking about Brian Krasenstein. Not saying this is really his opinion, it's more or less, who is that? Brand New Economist, YouGov, General Election Poll. I've asked several people if they believe any of the current polls that are being put out. I mean, it's the same stuff they do every election. They just skew it all towards the Democrats. And, I mean, there's just really no accountability. Nobody holding their feet to the fire. Benny Johnson, Kamala promises she's coming for your guns. You can work today, please. That would be great. It is a live show, so you get to deal with all the technical problems that I get to deal with. It's been unusually slow. It's being slow when it's saying that my connection's good, too. So that means I blame my IP. Oh, I got sneeze.
To live safe from gun violence will
No, don't.
finally pass universal background checks, red flag laws, and an assault weapons ban.
So not only red flag laws, an assault weapons ban. Did we ever define what an assault weapon is yet? Let's see. Assault weapon. Oops. Defined. Alright, moments after VP Kamala Harris bragged about her immigration record, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals rules in favor of Texas, allowing them to keep their buoys in the Rio Grande. I covered that yesterday. Alright, this is new news. There's something about Ethiopia taking a huge loan from the World Bank. That actually played. Looks fun. They got little hovercrafts. Not hovercrafts, but fan boats, whatever you want to call them. Nvidia is up 11% today. You had Microsoft down 8% yesterday. Nvidia up 11. I think Nvidia is run by an AI at this point. It has added nearly 400 billion market cap in less than 3 hours. You know, I guess the CEO is just like, all right, I don't really make the best decisions, so we're gonna hand this off to my new and improved AI. Tucker says CIA invented Bitcoin. What is more likely? Some secret guy with a Japanese name, or a powerful government built it?
Crypto people aren't just in it to make...
I mean, he's not saying anything new. I think everybody that has been interested in Bitcoin ever since its inception, conception, whatever you want to, has thought this. They've wondered, where the hell did Bitcoin come from? What's his name? Satoshi something? Satoshi, I don't know. Yeah, there's been a few people come to the front. I think there was even an Australian guy that came and said that he invented it. I don't think he was able to show that or prove that he built it, but I think it's very likely that there might have been some government influence into it. But it doesn't mean that it's not a decent idea going into the future, especially when it comes to replacing fiat currencies with asset-backed currencies. We need real value. We can't just... I mean, we have been creating value from nothing for decades now, but I mean, some people might say our value was labor. And that may have been true, but I think that's starting to change very fast, especially after COVID. Because I think COVID messed up a lot of hiring, and it seems like it benefited certain groups but hurt others. and now we're seeing the consequences of it.
Fuck, they're in it to change the world forever. These are not shallow people. These are people who can answer every single question except who was Satoshi, which they don't answer. Someone should answer that. Did nope? I think we know. Anyway, in fact, I have a friend who's probably sitting here who told me he did know, but I don't believe him. And I don't care if it was the CIA. It doesn't matter. The idea is still a great idea. Obviously, it was the CIA. I think we all know that. It's like Signal. They got there first. It's a honey trap. Crypto people aren't just in it to make...
I think he's joking. I mean, it's probably very likely that a government had some kind of influence, but I think he's joking. Breaking, WikiLeaks confirms the exit poll for the Venezuelan election was conducted by a firm backed by and associated the CIA. Maybe associated with the CIA. Why is the CIA involved in this? Thoughts? WikiLeaks says Venezuela's right-wing opposition and U.S. media outlets claimed that there was fraud in the July 28th election based on an exit poll done by the U.S. government-linked firm Edison Research, which works with the CIA-linked U.S. propaganda organs and was active in Ukraine, Georgia, and Iraq. Weird. Dr. Roger Marshall, which is husband, father, grandfather, doctor, and U.S. Senator for Kansas. Breaking, I'm launching a full investigation into Google's censorship and bias that is constricting the free flow of information. Google, the largest search engine operator in the world, has become a propaganda wing of the left. No more hiding behind the... Where'd it go? I lost it. Behind your algorithm, your time is up. Good. Good. I was kind of hoping the antitrust lawsuits were going to do something, but it's even better when we have some senators starting to smack some booty. Google failure to provide suggestions related to the assassination attempt against President Trump on July 13th, 2024. We're finally out of July, guys. It was only a few weeks ago, too, that all that happened. Can y'all believe that? It was only 2 weeks ago. A little over 2 weeks ago that happened. And so much news has happened since then. We've already had Joe Biden drop out. We've had Kamala Harris accept the nomination without any kind of democratic process. She just was handed it. Which, in my opinion with that, I think we're just kind of building up towards a new primary. I think that's what this is going to demand, because I think she's so unpopular that we'll have a lot more Democrat voices starting to demand some kind of new nomination process to get rid of her and squeeze in somebody else. Admitting suggestions to most obvious recent victim of an assassination attempt shows a willful discrimination against President Trump and users of your search engine. Oh, really? It's just not being able to find him on the search results? That's what caused all this? I mean, hey, that's fine. I'll take it. I will take it. Anytime you want to work for me, anytime you want to work for the people, I'll take it. How about that? What's that noise? Anyways. The CIA runs the deep state, assassinate local and foreign leaders, and overturn local and foreign elections. Here's former CIA Director James Woolsey. This guy was in the CIA. And Mike Pompeo admitting to CIA's unlawful conduct, not to mention the 51 intel officials who lied to install Joe.
Oh, probably, but it was for...
Have we ever tried to meddle in other countries' elections?
Oh, probably.
Probably.
It was for the good of the system, and we
don't do that now, though. We don't mess around other people's elections, Joe.
Only for a very good cause in the interests of democracy.
All right, thanks for being here.
When I was a kid.
What the hell? That was some of the most criminal behavior I've ever seen in my life. He just smiles and he snickers and it's all good. It's not like it's illegal. We're just powerful enough to do it, you know. It's like we just screw with other people's elections.
Really for a very good cause in the interest of democracy.
All right, thanks for being here.
In the interest of democracy. Wow. Does anybody feel stupider? I'm just like, wow, yeah. You interfere with democratic processes for democracy. Yeah, that's how you do it.
When I was a cadet, what's the cadet motto at West Point?
I'm joking, by the way, sarcasm.
Tolerate those who do. I was the CIA director. We lied, we cheated, we stole. It was like we had entire training courses.
That's old, but I just wanted to share it. You know, I kind of wish we had some other decent news apps. I feel like the other news apps are kind of more biased towards the legacy media. X is getting better, but I mean, hell, today I can't even get it to load all the news. 300 days of hostage crisis, Hamas captives. Putin's hostage deal amid U.S. election. Let's go to the home page real quick. See what we find. When one of these pages load, got me slurring my words. Today, please. Is Kamala Harris black or Indian? Maybe she's Blendian. Maybe she's Jamaican. Wait, no. Indian? I don't know, I'm trying to combine the words. Something fishy is going on with Kamala Harris and Joe Rogan. Can smell it. He's baffled by how Kamala Harris went from being the least popular vice president of all time to a celebrated hero. Try Googling a negative story on her, you won't find one. But Rogan didn't stop there, he took another interesting turn. Let's just watch this, I'm not even gonna read all that. "9/11 mastermind and co-conspirators reach plea deal." Definitely reading that next.
It all bothers me, the fragility of the human mind. You know, that so everybody forever was like, Kamala Harris is the worst vice president. She's the least popular vice president of all time. And then in a moment in time, all of a sudden she's our solution. She's our hero. Everybody's with her. All these social media posts about her. Try Googling a negative story on her. You won't find one.
So,
ta-da!
Okay, you've got me started, Mr. Harris. So, they've been doing this live for years. So, in 2019, our pal Tulsi absolutely nuked her in that second debate. And if you looked at charts at the time, she's kind of, Officer Harris is like doing okay. First debate, she comes out. Joe Biden, you're a racist. The Democrats were looking for an alternative to Bernie Sanders that wasn't Biden. She starts going up in the polls, right? Second debate comes out. Tulsi, being a good Hawaiian, knows how to roast the pig. Just completely slams her. Not only that, she has no counterpunch. She goes on Anderson Cooper and she's like, well, I'm a top-tier candidate, so of course people are going to take shots at me. That's her answer. She immediately starts going down in the polls. It's that day. You can see it on the chart I have on my Twitter. All the articles at the time that did an autopsy on Kamala Harris's failed campaign didn't mention Tulsi once.
Yeah.
It was BBC, LA Times, Reuters, New Yorker. A guy from the Washington Post just did a piece looking back on her campaign. Didn't mention Tulsi either.
Wild?
They completely pretend it didn't happen.
Well, it just shows you that what they're looking for is not what they say they're looking for.
Yes.
Because she is a strong woman. She is a person who served overseas twice. She in a medical unit, so she got to see people blown up by the war. She was a congresswoman for 8 years.
Yeah.
She is a person of color. She's everything you want. All those things you want.
But
and yet you don't want her.
Because she's not for war.
Yes.
Because
Well,
she's
she's
not for
also
mission.
just not willing to play ball. There's a game that's being played. And if you're like, hey, you're not supposed to fucking move the ball. Like, oh, look at this bitch over here. Like, get out of here. You're going to fuck up our game. It's not real democracy. It's controlled parties.
Well, I'm glad we can all agree now. Hey, Libs, this is what a crowd looks like. And all of them are here to see one man and one man only. No rap concerts, no twerking. Just a man on a mission to save his country. I don't know, man. That little dance yesterday was pretty hot. I think we should go back and check on it real quick. I don't want to lose my page. But I'm gonna... Oh, shit. I was gonna go to that one, too. Damn it. We're going back no matter what, y'all. This dance yesterday was too hype to ignore. Too hype. It almost made me want to vote Kamala. And it might make you want to vote Kamala too. So we're going back to it. Going back to it. Wherever I can find it. Come on, baby. Need me some twerking videos. It wasn't really twerking. It was just more of a... Damn, how long ago was it? Oh, I talked about this yesterday. Please. I want to dance. Oh my god. Did it bury the post as soon as I'm looking for it? This is ridiculous. Dude, no, it didn't bury... It's got to have a different cover on the video or something. That's why I'm not finding it. Come on, baby. What's this? That's not it. Come on, baby. I wanted to find it real quick. And it's not showing up. Oh, here it is. I went right past it. Drew Hernandez. You know what he likes. You know what Drew likes.
Body crazy, curvy waist. Yeah, yeah. Body crazy, curvy waist. Look at how I body that. Ate it up and gave it back. Yeah, you look good, but they still wanna know. See me in that dress and he felt like he almost tasted that. Num 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 num, eat it up. Hope they okay, 3, 2, 1. You know I'm the hottest, you ain't never got it. I'm present when I'm. What we talking about over here, y'all? Hey, if you love your body, let me hear you make some noise. And if you want to keep loving your body, ladies, let me hear you make some noise. Hey, body crazy, curvy waist. Yeah, yeah. Body crazy, curvy waist. Yeah, yeah. They gon' click it if it's me. All my pictures been getting these through the quarantine. I'm very well, come on, as you can tell. Any got beef from years ago, it's beefing by herself. Rule number 1, don't repeat that. Rule number 2,
Alright, I'm done. Alright, I'm done. Oh my god, that's too good. It just makes victory even better once we actually get there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Dow Jones Industrial Average just fell 500 plus points in 45 minutes. Oh my god. It's Black Thursday. almost forgot what day it is. First day of August, and look where the Dow Jones went. Everybody panic. Joking. This came after the ISM Manufacturing Index fell to 46.8, its lowest level since August 2023. My prediction is that things with the economy are going to get a lot worse by the time we get closer to the election. Perfect timing for the election. It will probably shift a lot of votes towards Trump. So no amount of booty twerking will get Kamala above that line. Trump just told the world that Kamala Harris isn't black. Oh shit.
Republicans on Capitol Hill have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president on a major party ticket, as a
Wait, what? They call her Asian now? She's not Indian, she's Asian? I mean, I guess Indian is in Asia, but...
DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
diversity, equity, inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
Give me
a definition then. Would you give me a definition
DEI.
of that? Give me a definition.
Sir, I'm asking you a question,
No,
a
you
very
have to
direct
define
question.
Define it for me if you
I just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much, and she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always identified as a black woman. She went to a historically black college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn, and she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do you believe that she is...
I think somebody should look into that, too, when you ask continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
It's a direct question, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is a DEI hire, as some Republicans have said?
I mean, I really don't know. Could be.
She couldn't even define it. I mean, she just said the words, and I mean, that doesn't really define what it's for. I mean, diversity, equity, inclusion. I mean, that does define some of it. But to assume that white people aren't diverse, to assume that we're all just like one big culture together, whenever, I mean, there's a borderline war happening between two separate white cultures in, I guess, Europe and Russia. I mean, what else would you call Russian people? They look white to me. So, I mean, it looks like two different white cultures are clashing and disagreeing. Anyways, Elon Musk announces his terms to fight Venezuela's Nicolas Maduro on national television. If I win, he resigns as dictator of Venezuela. If he wins, I give him a free ride to Mars. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Tony Stark strikes again. Video filmed by a Trump Pennsylvania rally victim shows a person running on top of the roof where Thomas Crook shot. Okay, maybe it's the video that I missed yesterday. I remember hearing about it. Definitely want to see this. The video was obtained by Fox News and filmed by James Copenhaver, who was shot twice. No way! Wow, this plot has thickened a little bit. What if they took out this guy because he had a recorded angle of the shooter? Is anybody else getting chills? Because I'm getting chills right now. What if... So, the video was obtained by Fox News and filmed by James Copenhaver, who was shot twice. He had a direct angle. And he was shot twice. Be careful if you go to these events, y'all. I'm serious. Because apparently we have snipers taking out people in the audience. Like, I don't think... I don't know. There's part of me that just says that Trump wasn't the only target. There might have been... I mean, this guy might have been one of the targets, is my opinion. My opinion. Okay? That doesn't mean fact. Just my opinion based off new evidence. Because my mind... Let's get this blown up. So what's the timestamp on this? Like, what time is it? Video was taken at 6:08, just 3 minutes before Crooks opened fire. It looks like you ran behind something. Is it just me, or does that look like he's wearing a helmet? That looks like a helmet, y'all. Was he wearing a baseball cap? I don't remember if Crooks was wearing a baseball cap or not. I think he was. So like I said, that's just my opinion. I don't actually know if they were like targeting people in the audience, but as you can see, the guy, I guess, that got shot, it's unclear how the snipers did not pick this up. I mean, negligence? That's what it looks like to me. Definitely gonna repost that. What? Biden and Kamala are giving plea deals to the terrorists behind 9/11. 9/11 main mastermind KSM and 2 other terrorists awaiting trial in Guantanamo Bay strike plea deals. Insane. How are these people still alive? I hear a lot of people die in Guantanamo Bay. So now we got plea deals being struck for terrorists on 9/11. Well, if you want to know what the deep state looks like, Kamala Harris was not a DEI hire, was not the border czar, and supports fracking, says the media. But Biden had promised a black woman VP the media called Harris border czar. She opposed fracking until a few days ago. We're nearing totalitarian levels of media gaslighting. What time is it? Alright, let's get into this game, y'all. I guess it's not a video. I thought it was. State the obvious truth. This is a man. A man that hits women. And our subverted society doesn't just let him hit women, it actually actively celebrates it. Was this a fighting match? This actually does remind me. Trying to see if there was a different video. Never mind. Okay, 1 second. I want to cover this real quick. I feel like it's important. The recent prisoner swap between Russia and the United States has sparked speculation about the motives behind the deal. Many users on social media suggest that Russian President Vladimir Putin may believe that Donald Trump is unlikely to win the upcoming U.S. presidential election. They argue that Putin's decision to proceed with the swap under the Biden-Harris administration, rather than waiting for a potential Trump presidency, indicates a strategic move to curry favor with current U.S. leadership. This perspective is supported by the view that Putin sees Trump as a less reliable or favorable partner compared to the current administration. Contrasting leadership styles between Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris, suggesting that Putin might find it more advantageous to engage with the latter. Overall, the discussion reflects a widespread belief that Putin's actions are influenced by his assessment of the U.S. political landscape and his perceived interest in dealing with the current U.S. leadership. Remember how the Democrats for years howled about Russian election interference? The Biden administration is on the verge of releasing a number of Russian hackers in a major prisoner swap. Now, why would they do that? According to sources, the Biden administration is about to release most of the Russian hackers in a massive prisoner swap. Alexander Vinik, cybercrimes; Maxim Marchenko, cybercrimes; Vadim Konashenko, cybercrimes; Vladislav Kirkishin, Vladimir Dunyev, Roman Seleznev, Vadim Krasikov, all in for cybercrimes. Alright, I'm done with the news. Whoa. Oh my god, I just pressed the wrong button. That was weird. I don't know what just